Hello everyone, and welcome back to Wind Waker. I'm going to check something really quick because of those Buku Baba seeds that we have been collecting. Hello. Yes. Potion. Somehow gain a magic power. Seeds from the flower monsters. You mean like the ones that we found just a little bit ago? Like these? Yep. How many of them does he use? Don't remember. I'm sure we'll figure it out in a second. I at least had enough, so I think it's like 4. I still don't know how to pronounce that other than Choe. Because I'm not sure if the LL is LL or Ya. Don't know. But our potion is ready, and this is a blue potion. It restores both life and magic. So that will be helpful once we get magic. Thank you very much, and it was indeed 4. So now we have a red potion and a blue potion. So we should be set for whatever comes. And all we have to do now is get up the crown. And the way that we do that is with the Baba Buds, which are what these are. And they look pretty much exactly like the Buku Baba Buds, except they are not quite as red. They're more purple, and that's how you can tell. And we'll be seeing that more in depth shortly, because we'll be able to see both of them in the same room. And all you have to do for these is you just jump into them by pressing up on the control stick while you're in front of them. And once you jump out, you just press in the direction you want to go. Like, you will turn, and then you will press forward. And now we have the Deku Leaf. So, now we can float. There's a couple of things that we can do right now, though, before we go over there. And I'm wondering if I should do them now. Probably, because I might forget otherwise. So let's just do those now. And another thing to note, if you don't have the right direction, you don't hold anything and you'll fall right back into the Baba Bud. And the Baba Buds replenish your magic, which is nice. Alright, so out here is one direction that you can go. And this is the direction to get down to that islet that I was talking about earlier. And we're not actually going to jump down there right now, but this is how you would get down there, is you would change the wind direction to the direction that I'm facing right now. Don't know what direction that is right now, but whatever. And then you would have the Hoi pair to hit the switch that is down to the right there. You can kind of see it. It's like over there. But we're not actually going to go that way because I've already opened it up and I can just get up there from the sea. So we're actually going to go the other way, which has something that we can actually use, presuming I don't mess up. And please tell me I didn't mess up. Thank you. Barely made that, though. Alright, so now we have more magic. And this one has a treasure chest on it. And that's what I'm going after. So let me change... Oh, hey, the wind's actually already going the way that I need it to go, I think. It's close enough, at least. Go! And you do have a drop shadow in this game. It's basically what the Tingle Tuners thing used to look like. So you can actually see where you're going to land. And you can always open it back up at the bottom of your jump so that you don't get hurt. Because I don't remember if the jump attack stops that in this game or not. But now we have yet another treasure chart. I will not be opening this one up right now, because we're going to get more of them later on. What I do have to do is I have to change the wind direction again to the direction I'm facing. That was not the direction I was facing. Derp, hang on. Straight north. And let me grab some more magic power from the bushes. There we go. And I will sail back over here to this little ledge that I mentioned that had no point. It does have a point. This is how you get back from that island. There we go. Other than that, it has no real significance, and normally I just wait for Beetle anyway, because I used to mess that up so many times. But I will meet you back up at the top of the Great Deku Tree. Ow. Oh, no, you don't. Whoo! What just happened there? Okay. Alright. Welcome back. All you have to do to go over there is you just have to float down, because there's no wind in here, so you don't have to worry. And there's a giant arrow here to let you know, hey, this is the one that you needed to get to. But you did not give me much magic. Oh well. Now we are back outside for the third time from the directions that we could go. And we have to do a little something that involves changing the wind direction again. We have to do it twice, though, because we don't have enough magic power to get all the way over there. So we actually have to go to that islet first. And we will do that by going southwest. And then just jump. And once we get there, there will be plenty of grass for us to cut down for magic. That will hopefully give us magic. There we go. And now we have to change the wind direction to go northwest. And that will be that. Now we just have to wait for this little mini cyclone thing to come our way. This isn't actually a cyclone, I don't know what to call it, but now we're coming up to the entrance of the dungeon. There are P-hats in our way, though, so I'm going to have to knock them out of the way. And now we are at the dungeon. Give me magic, and give me your thing, and go away. There we go. Alright, so basically, P-hats have golden feathers, is what I grabbed from him. Because I need a lot of those. But welcome to the Forbidden Woods! It's kinda weird, but normally the grass dungeon is the first one in 3D Zelda games. This is actually the second dungeon, or the third dungeon, depending on if you count the Forsaken Fortress as the first dungeon. And why am I having trouble hitting you? Go away. There we go. They actually have a better item for stunning them now, because the that doesn't stun them for very long. It does give you enough time if you're quick, though, so... there we go. Two chews will fall from the ceiling once you get close to the nut that's there. I'm having trouble hitting them today, apparently. I just did a practice thing, too. Oh well. Alright, so what we want to do with this nut is we want to go up to this little eyeball thing that closes once we get close to it, and just chuck it at it, and that'll destroy it. So now we can actually open the door, but we're not going to do that quite just yet, because we have something else to grab in this room. And that is up here. Hello, chest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go away. And go away. And go away. There we go. Alright, all of them are gone. So now we can open up the chest. And this is the dungeon map. So now we have a map. And more chew jelly to pick up really quick. There we go. Alright. So the green pot is already open. So we'll just move on. And this is an interesting room. Down there are Baba Buds. That's a good bud, though. The Deku Bud. I don't remember. But basically, the bad buds are red, the good buds are purple. That's what you have to know. But that's kind of an easy thing to notice for most things being bad, being red, and stuff like that. Yep. Go away. And, hang on. I think we came up to something important. Are you what I think you are? You are. So there's a fairy under these leaves here. Hopefully I can grab it without hitting it. Climb, climb, climb. Grab. No! Oh, man. Oh, well. That sometimes happens, which is unfortunate for this game. They changed it in Twilight Princess so that when you have full health, the fairies just land on your head and it's adorable. But in this game, you will just grab the fairies even if you don't need them, which is unfortunate because now I only have one thing to heal with. But that's alright, I'll be fine. Go away, and go away, and go away. And no matter how much you cut the vines, you will never be able to fully break them all. And there was the 10 rupees that come out when you have already stolen a choose jelly. But the way to deal with this guy is you just light him on fire. And that gives us a Knight's Crest. So I think that's 2 of those. And now we just have to go back up. So we will use the buds to do that really quick. I think it's over there. Yep. And down. There is a giant tentacle thing that's right there, so avoid that. And just use the buds and your Deku Leaf to climb as high as you can until you reach the door. But there's another one of those things, and there's a bomb flower over there. So, what you have to do is just knock out the chews really quick and hopefully not do that. Bye, jelly. But, you just use the bomb to blow them up. And there's something else in this room, but I don't think we can do it right now, so we'll do it later. And in this room, we have a little gondola. Now, the way that you call over the gondola is like this, with the little thing. Once you're on the gondola, you don't have to use those. You just blow the gondola the direction that you want to go. Yet another thing that they don't really explain but exists and didn't really happen to come into my knowledge when I was a child for a while. But, I mean, I survived through the dungeon. It just took a while. And, the way that you kill P-hats is just knock them down with your Deku Leaf. I've done that a couple of times now. And now we have a bunch of Buku Babas to deal with. And oddly enough, once you've knocked them with the Deku Leaf, you can kill them with the grappling hook if you're fast enough, which I'm not fast enough. There we go. But this is the one that you want to kill because it has the good bud that comes after it. I'll just knock out the other one just to make sure that if I fall, nothing happens. And I don't particularly need those rupees because I'm going to max out my rupees in a minute here anyway. And now we just go up. And once we're up here, I'm actually going to jump off. And get this chest down here. And it's just a red rupee. And if we go back up, we will notice that there is a eyeball thing on the door again. And we have to find a way to get rid of it. There's no fire in this room. And the nut is over there that we have to grab. So just call the gondola over. And then head over to the other side. Break open the door and grab the nut. And you have to be a little bit careful with it because it does get blown around by the Deku Leaf. So use caution and always place it so that it's safely away from your wind gusts. And then you can go through the door after you've destroyed the eyeball plant. This one, just blow it with your Deku Leaf because those guys come out. And I think you have to do it while it's open, so just always be a little bit away from the door. This is like the main room of the dungeon. And what you have to do here is just grapple hook and then ride the little moving platforms that are over there. Which are... yeah! Interesting, to say the least. Alright. Sorry for that. Alright, so there's a nut here, there's a eyeball thing there. You could try to get the nut all the way down there. I don't suggest it because it's kind of pointless. Because you don't really need to go through that door yet. But just grab the nut, throw it at that guy, and you're done. Although I will grab the rupees really quick just because they're there. This is one of the... if you talk to the Koroks, this is basically one of their houses that's left in the Forbidden Woods. It's kind of weird. You can grab onto that ledge. Which, there's no ledge there, but, I mean, whatever. And really quick, if you go this way, there's two moving platforms that move up and down, and that brings you up to a pile of leaves that cover the warp pot. So now we're able to warp here from the beginning of the dungeon. Go. And go. And go. There we go. And this room. There are little things in this room. And they don't hurt you. But they get on you and they slow you down. And Link doesn't look too happy when they're on him. The way to get them off is you can either roll or do a spin attack. But there is a chest down here, so I just come down here and knock all of them out, or as many of them as I can. You appear to be floating, friend. There we go. You can still climb with a couple of them, but you want to get them off of you before you try to jump. Because I don't know how much they slow you down precisely. And once we're done with this room, I think that will be the episode. But there is 2 sets of wooden blockades, and there's no other way to get to them other than with the bomb flower here. And you have to actually throw this over the vines in order to get to that one. So there's a treasure chest in here, and there's a treasure chest over there. And I don't remember what's in what. This one has the compass, and I don't remember what the other one has. I'm sure we'll find out shortly once I get through the maze that I fail at. Okay. I really fail at it. Do this way, and then this way, and around you. There we go. That wasn't too painful. Just that small key for us. And we drop down. And if you remember, I walked past a door, and that door was locked by a small key lock, so that's why we're over here in the first place. Because we cannot open doors with locks on them without a key, obviously. And over to here, and just drop down. There we go. And what you can do here is you can just blow these things down. Goodbye. And I'm just going to ignore those chews because I have no reason to kill them right now. Because I've got 23 green jelly already. And I think that'll be it, actually. Yeah, that'll be it. So I will see you all next time. Quick question! Does this actually work? Dun 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 dun. It does! Okay! Oh my gosh, no, my nut!